Welcome to the tutorial on how to utilize WorldCat in Torreyson Library. WorldCat is an online search tool that allows researchers to examine the contents of many different libraries' online catalogs by providing a user-friendly interface with which they can search this compilation of online catalogs. This includes catalogs across the state of Arkansas, across the United States, and even worldwide. WorldCat is a great way to find additional material that Torreyson Library at UCA may not own. If you are having trouble finding the research materials that you require for your projects, WorldCat can help you figure out what other types of information and research are available to you. We will begin this tutorial at the UCA Library's homepage, and under the Get It from Another Library option on the left-hand side of the page, we will select WorldCat. If you are searching this database from on campus at UCA, you will be taken directly into the WorldCat interface. If you require access to this database from off campus, there is a special username and password that is required for login. Please contact the Torreyson Library Reference Desk at 501-450-5224 if you need assistance with the login name and password. Or if you have received a library instruction class and you have the handout from that class, the username and password will be included on it. Once again, to get the login information for off-campus access to WorldCat, please call 501-450-5224 and a reference librarian would be happy to assist you. Once you are inside the WorldCat interface, you can see that there are several different search options, including boxes on the left to enter your keyword terms, and boxes on the right to tell the database which particular part of an item you would like to search for your keyword terms in. This could vary from keyword to author to subjects to titles. We will begin with a regular keyword search and enter the topic we are interested in the box that says search for. Entering our concept of genetically modified crops will allow us to search the compiled online catalogs of many libraries across the state, nation, and world. You have the option to be very specific in this database and include information about years of publication, languages, targeted audience, content, and format. You may also limit to a particular type of material. For example, if you are looking for a particular journal title, selecting serial publications will bring back only journals and periodical publications. For this example, we will select books to see what books we can find on genetically modified crop. When you are ready to see your results, select the search button at the bottom of the page, and a results list will be produced. Notice that anything owned by UCA will be indicated in bright green letters to the right side of the results list. If you are interested in utilizing this item that UCA owns, simply take the title, Mendel in the Kitchen, A Scientist's View of Genetically Modified Food, go back to the UCA's homepage, www.uca.edu/library, and select WorldCat to perform a title search for Mendel in the Kitchen. If you are interested in content that UCA does not own, look for any result that does not have the bright green lettering out to the right side. Let's take a look, for example, at Dinner at the New Gene Cafe. Click on the title if you're interested in this book. and you will be taken to the item record. The item record includes all the bibliographic information necessary to cite this book and track down a copy. Plus, it includes a short summary of the work. You may scroll down the record to view the table of contents and the full abstract. Notice that your search terms are being highlighted in yellow. If you decide this book will be useful to you, scroll back to the top of the record, and we can examine several options for getting a hold of a copy of the book. Since UCA does not own the item, a first choice might be to request the item through interlibrary loan. Interlibrary loan is a service that Torreyson Library offers to fill in areas of our collection where our coverage might not be as completely comprehensive as our researchers need. Our interlibrary loan system runs on the Iliad software, and you can see there is a hyperlink at the bottom of the page which will connect you to Iliad. If you have any questions about interlibrary loan or the Iliad process, please do not hesitate to contact our interlibrary loan office. The telephone number is 501-450-5205. Or you may simply wish to consult their website, which is located at www.uca.edu/library/iliad.php. This website contains lots of useful information and can answer many of your questions. You will need to set up an account to order something through Iliad, and this page includes instructions and a tutorial on how to set that up. If you already have an account and you select the Iliad option, you will be taken to the Iliad login screen. If you are a first-time user, there is a link at the bottom of the page which will allow you to go through the step-by-step process of setting up an account. For the sake of demonstration, I will log in using a pre-created username and password to demonstrate how this Iliad process works. Click the Log On to Iliad button to proceed. This will log you in to the Iliad main page, and you will see the book request form in front of you. To the left-hand side is a navigational menu that you can use to work your way through Iliad. If you scroll to the right, you can see the book request form with several different informational fields, and those fields, as you can see, are already populated with the information we found in WorldCat. Our author, Bill Lambrecht, title of our book, Dinner at the New Gene Cafe, publisher, place of publication, date, and all of the necessary information to find the book has already been imported from WorldCat for the research. Scroll down the page and look over the information just to ensure that it looks correct. If you would like to add any additional information, you may do so in the Notes field. And then continue scrolling down the page, entering any necessary information, and when you are finished, click the Submit Request button. Once you have submitted your request, you'll be taken back to the main Outstanding Requests page, and you can see right in the middle our book, Dinner at the New Gene Cafe, has been submitted and is awaiting request processing. When your item is ready for pickup, you will receive an email at the address with which you registered with Iliad, indicating that your item is available. We generally estimate it takes about 1 week to receive a book, although keep in mind they have to come through physical mail, so sometimes we are at the mercy of the U.S. Postal Service. If you would like to receive your book sooner, there are other options available to the researcher through WorldCat. If we go back to the original item record within WorldCat and again examine dinner at the New Gene Cafe, under availability on the left-hand side, we can take a look at libraries worldwide that own this item. It is good to be able to know who owns this item because someone locally around you might have this item and you can get it faster than actually interlibrary loaning it. For example, if you're an on-campus student in Conway, Hendrix might own a copy of the item that you need. Or if you are a student who commutes from Little Rock each, you might be surprised to find what the University of Arkansas at Little Rock libraries have available for you. Or if you are a distance education student, you might be able to find a public or university library near your home that you can travel to instead of coming to UCA. If I click on the link, libraries worldwide that own this item, it tells me that there are 1,788 libraries with this item in their catalog. And I can now see the libraries closest to me which have access to dinner at the New Gene Cafe. As we can see, several libraries around the state of Arkansas have access to this title, including ASU Jonesboro and Beebe, U of A Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Little Rock, University of Ozarks, and so on. Any student who is enrolled at UCA has the option to apply for an ArkLink card. This ArkLink card will allow them to check out items from any academic library within the state. Keep in mind, this does not include public libraries, some of which will appear on this libraries list. You may apply for an ArkLink card by calling the Torreyson Library Circulation Desk or dropping by in person. The number for the circulation desk is 501-450-3174. You may also get more information about the ArkLink card by visiting the ArkLink website at UCA, www.uca.edu/library/arklink.php. In order to check out items with your ArkLink card, you will need your UCA ID or enrollment paperwork, plus the ArkLink card. If you plan to go into a library to pick up the item, and if it requires any travel or time investment, it is always a good idea to check and ensure that the item is actually available for checkout. You may do this by clicking on the link to the selected library. In this case, we will look at ASU Jonesboro. And WorldCat will transport you directly into the library's catalog at ASU Jonesboro and tell you that indeed they do have dinner at the New Gene Cafe and its status is not checked out. It also includes a location and call number for the item. If you will be traveling any significant distance, you may want to call ahead to the library that you are visiting and simply ask the reference librarian to check the shelf for the item you are interested in, simply to ensure that it will be there ready and available for you to check out. You may even ask the librarian to pull it and hold it for you, although this policy will vary from library to library. Now let's go back to the original WorldCat record and highlight a few other options about the ArkLink card. It is important to remember that the lending library determines the number of items that an ArkLink user can check out and the length of time which they can use them for. If you are local to Conway, you can bring your ArkLink books back to UCA Library, and we will get them back to their proper destination. If you have any additional questions about ArkLink cards, interlibrary loan, or the WorldCat search process in general, please do not hesitate to contact Torreyson Library at UCA. You may contact our reference desk at 501-450-5224, our circulation desk at 501-450-3174, or our Office of Interlibrary Loan at 501-450-5205. We would be happy to help you in any way possible. This concludes the tutorial on how to utilize WorldCat to access items that Torreyson Library does not have immediate availability to.